Hi everyone and welcome back to another video of WWE Supercard. Just want to mention first of all, we reached 101 subs, so really pleased with the progress that we've made all together on that. Really happy to say I haven't been doing it long and already reached just over 100 subscribers, so thank you very much guys, much appreciated. Glad to know that the videos I'm sharing you guys are enjoying, because obviously you're coming back for more and more people are obviously jumping onto this as well to see what content I'm sharing, etc. Now I just want to start off today, got a little bit of news about season 6. Whilst I'm discussing that, I'm going to be doing wild games because I need to do this Wild Wednesday quest. So season 6 is going to be a bit different, obviously a bit new for me as well, because I'm not sure whether they've done this sort of thing before in older seasons, but a bit of news about like the pros, really, the pro side of things. So they've said that you can combine two of the same cards to obviously create a pro, which you can normally do. But once you've made a pro, you'll also be able to fortify your pro with duplicates to make more like jacked up versions of that pro. So you're breaking through the old cap, creating something stronger. So in more detail, they're basically saying that season 6 doesn't feature new enhancements, so there's going to be no new enhancements. When you're proing up a card as well, it doesn't look like there's going to be any tokens anymore. It doesn't have slots for them, so they're being removed from the cards. So I presume all the previous cards that you've done will stay the same as what you've done, and obviously going forward they're completely changing the look of the cards. So it says that they've been monitoring these components and believe that the game has outgrown them. So what they are trying to do is basically injecting a new match played system for season 6 cards. So they will have a new leveling system. Each card can be leveled up to 100. Pros 105. So it's a bit like an RPG type scenario where you usually like rank up to 100. Each level will require more XP than the last. So from the sounds of it, obviously it's going to take a lot more grinding to get your cards done. So what else are they doing? Not really sure on this fortifying side of really what's gonna happen with these, but you need to train cards into like a freshly fortified card once you've done it, to take advantage of the new stat growth you have access to. You can fortify 2 additional times from here, bringing like the maximum potential up of the card. They're also starting a Thanksgiving promo of the Gobbledygooker, which will offer quite a few other cards and things. So giving you the chance to fortify in a slightly less competitive setting that they've said. So I'm not really sure how this is going to work until basically it's released, because there's quite a few different ways of doing this. It looks a bit complicated from the sound of things, but because it's saying 45 pros with dupes for additional power, and also you'll receive a permanent boost to all stats at 4 different milestones. So I think basically what they're doing is getting rid of like the power, toughness, speed, charisma side of things, and having 4 different milestones instead. Don't hold me to that. That's just a guess, but they've definitely said that you have to play 100 matches. Whether that's 100 matches on each milestone, that's not clear at the moment. Pro fortified is by 2 singles, and there's 2 levels of fortification, or protified by another pro for 2 levels of fortification. So it's sounding quite complicated, but obviously once it's once it's released, obviously we'll have a better idea. The 4 different milestones across matches played. So these boosts are visualized in the improved menu whenever you want to check in on the progress of your card. So basically, if you're just trying to freshen it up for new players, and obviously players that are already present in the game, active cards on the beast are moving to legacy. So if you're a new player, then it's going to change the whole concept of the game for you as well. But for anyone who's still thinking about is it a reset, it is not a reset. They've confirmed that it's not a reset, so that has put all the rumours on that to bed. Which, to be fair, I didn't think it would be a reset, because there's quite a lot to do in this game yet that they've still got to cover. Just checking me Wild Wednesday, sorry. So I've got a bit to do left on that. So this is all the information is found on the WWE Supercard Twitter page, and they also have a Facebook page if you do want to check that out, because I'm just going off what they've listed here as trying to give you guys a bit of a heads up. Obviously, there's supposed to be bigger teams, better stats, 250 plus new cards apparently, 3 new tiers. So there's a lot of stuff coming, which is great, because to some people the game's gone a bit stale. It's been all the same stuff all the time, and nothing really fresh. I enjoy it, really, whatever happens in the game, because I just enjoy playing the game, basically. So this still hinting towards the 13th of when season 6 is going to be released. I haven't seen any images at all about what the new cards are going to look like in season 6, or when there's going to be the fusions that'll be updated, so we can obviously get the season 6 fusion cards. That hasn't been revealed yet. So let me know what you guys think of this fortification, because if it's ever been in the game before, it might have been in the early, like, season 1, season 2. I don't know, because I didn't play it back then, but or if you've experienced this sort of thing in any other type of game, let me know. You know what you think's gonna happen with this side of things. What you can, what the advantages of it could be, what the disadvantages of it could be. I think that if you're playing a lot more matches, with that, they could lose quite a few players, because I do see on some Facebook groups that I'm in, and other social media, that people don't like how long it takes just to pro a card anyway, just doing all the matches. But it's a time-consuming game. You need to obviously put the time in to get the rewards on this. But if they're making it even more difficult, then it could backfire on them, because if it's going to take you like 2 to 3 times as long to do a pro, then they're going to have to give you some sort of leeway in matches to help you try and get pro'd faster and rank your cards faster. I don't know if, like, with these milestones, I don't know how it's going to work with how quick you get through. I presume it should just be 100 matches for the card, rather than having to split it between the power, toughness, speed, charisma, or however they're gonna do it, because from the sounds of it, they're removing that factor of it. So I don't know what these milestones are going to be called. So it's all a bit up in the air at the moment. It's also saying no extra matches played are added after fortifying, but you'll need to train the cards to see the benefits. Well, you have to do that anyway when you're training cards, because if you don't train your cards, you don't get basically the increased stats on your cards. And then once you pro them, you need to do all the matches again to get your increased stats. And then I presume they're going to keep the momentum slots. I haven't seen anything any different on that. There's nothing saying about how big the teams are going to be. Any new events, there's supposed to be 3 new tiers, so I'm hoping there's going to be some cool names for those, something a bit different. I'd like to see something like an apocalyptic tier, or like a devastating tier, something like that. Just spice it up a bit, give it a bit of I don't know, because obviously we've had the Halloween side of things and stuff, and or even when it gets to Christmas time, something that's fun and fresh in the game, and some fun images to look at, you know. Even maybe seeing, well, I don't know really. Like, I'd like to see a Hornswoggle card. You know, it's a long shot, but just something like that. Have Hornswoggle as a little elf or something, just for crack, just for Christmas. You know, so something like that. It just make people laugh, and I don't know. So like, let me know what you guys think. What you'd like to see in the game. Like more legend cards, or some NXT ones. You know, it's going to be interesting how that comes across shortly, because like with Raw, SmackDown, NXT, they're supposed to be all going to war for Survivor Series. There's rumours that do you think Seth Rollins would turn on Raw and join the NXT brand? Who knows? But I definitely think over the next few months that there's going to be some good storylines and hopefully some fantastic images coming on the new cards to follow up with that, because I think definitely for wrestling fans at the moment, there's a lot potentially could happen. Definitely between now and Christmas in WWE, so it'd be interesting to see if they bring that into the game. See what's, because obviously Balor, he's got a bit of a new look about him. He's turned like semi-heel at the moment in NXT with attacking Johnny Gargano. So it'd be interesting to see if he gets a new like looking card. And it'd be interesting as well, like if they do the NXT cards, people from NXT, if they actually put something on the cards with like the NXT, like have it like flashing in the background or something like that. You know, I have some like with Survivor Series. If they did something around there, then have like an invasion type looking card, something that pops out that thinks, wow, you know, that's a really good pull, or you know, just something that that brings something fresh to the game, and that's not just all about, well, am I gonna get a pull sort of thing, you know. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Nearly done this Wild Wednesday quest now. Let me know, obviously, when you guys do your Wild Wednesdays, what you get. Just trying to find out anything else really on this season 6. Nothing else has been tweeted out as such at the moment. Be interesting to see as well if they bring a new interface into the game. Like with the TBG as well, if they change that from the New Day and bring something else, because I think that needs to be refreshed really, a new approach to it, and I think new things should be added to the stores as well. I think they should like put, when they did like the HBK card back and things in the TBG store, I think they should definitely bring things like that again, because there's nothing much really to spend your TBG points on that's really beneficial in this at the moment. If you're at the top tier, if you're lower tier, then yeah, there's a little bit to go for. Like there's a grab bags, but I wouldn't recommend wasting your BP points on those. For 10,000, I did I think it was 7 on one video, and I can't even remember what the highest one I got. I think it was like SummerSlam 18, and that was whilst I obviously on this tier, and they were absolutely useless. So it was like 70,000 BP points on absolute rubbish that I couldn't do anything with. But because there was nothing else in the game at the time, I just thought, well, you know what, let's go for it. They obviously did the Velveteen Dream experience, so interesting to see if they do something like that. I think they could possibly do something like that with like Survivor Series coming up. Have like a Survivor Series experience as such, like a Survivor Series event with like a card back for Survivor Series. Get involved with the pay-per-views, like bring it to life a bit within the game, and give you a chance to get some fresh things to spice up your deck, because it shouldn't just be just about you should be able to customize your deck more, I think, than what's available, than like one card back a month anyway, that's fresh in the LP store. But you know, if you guys think of anything, like any suggestions, like I'd even put it forward to them on Supercard Twitter and just say, like, you know, what about putting this into the game, or what about bringing this superstar into the game? Because like Hulk Hogan, he's obviously back in the setup now. Will we see Hulk Hogan in season 6? I'd personally like to see him. He was one of my favourite wrestlers in my childhood, and obviously massive impact with the likes of like the NWO side of things, and just, you know, stuff like that. And I don't think, like with the likes of like DDP, I don't think we're going to see DDP in it now with being in AEW. But you know, there's a lot of characters that haven't been in this. Even the likes of like Jake the Snake, I haven't seen a decent card of him for a while. So bring out something like that as like throwbacks for Survivor Series of like the Undertaker and Jake the Snake, the Ultimate Warrior, that sort of thing. Bring some like old school into it as well. And obviously, if you're doing the Hall of Fames and stuff at the moment, so I don't know. There's a lot of things that can be done, and hopefully within the next week or so, anyway, we get to see a bit of what we're gonna expect in season 6. Once we start season 6, obviously, I'll be carrying on with my videos, uploading what I can, and hopefully being able to go in depth and explain about this fortifying pros, etc., a bit easier, because it all seems very confusing at the moment. Also as well, like with the season 6 cards, who do you think is going to be the strongest male or strongest female? Strongest female for me, it'd be hard not to pick Becky Lynch. Really, she's obviously the favourite at the moment, but you know, they could bring legends back into it, and who knows? I'd like to see some fresh images of Lita, bring Lita back into it, and Trish Stratus. It'd be nice to see them get a card in season 6. So we've obviously had the likes of I think they should do tag teams, you know. Tag teams could be a fresh idea. Have like 2 superstars on a card as a tag team, so that way you get even more characters in the game. Like bring back like the likes of like Legion of Doom and Demolition, things like that. I don't know how they go about doing it, but anything's possible. They've obviously got the rights to it all. You know, tell me what you guys think of that. Whether that be a good idea. Obviously, they've obviously got tag teams in it now as like singles, like Otis and and Tucker and things like that. And but would you like to see two superstars on a card, even like a throwback like the Rockers, something like that? You know, I'm going back to really old school times and things now, but it's something that might make the card a bit more appealing for fans who don't play the game, that might think, oh well, you know what, seeing as they're doing that, I'll have a look at it, because a lot of people don't watch WWE like they used to back in the old days with WWF, and especially after like the Attitude Era, they lost a lot of fans during that time. And I think like there's talk about Tyson Fury wanting to fight Brock Lesnar. For me, like the Tyson Fury Braun Strowman match was beyond disappointment, and I really wouldn't want to watch Tyson Fury against Brock Lesnar. It really has no appeal for me anyway. You guys might want to see it, but I just think that boxers should stick to boxing, and they shouldn't cross it over, really. And it's not like it's really, I don't know. It doesn't speak like, oh, it's gonna be an absolute cracking match. If it's anything like Kofi Kingston, 10 seconds, it's crazy. But I don't know. So let me know if you guys think of any suggestions for season 6. What you'd like to see. So we've managed to crack on with this anyway. We've managed to get the Wild Wednesdays. So we will do this now. So win consecutive Wild games. Support Baron Corbin. I think that is a new card. So that probably means I'm not going to get anything. Yep, so that's a new card. Undefeated ones. 10 credits. 4 tickets. Enhancement, toughness. So Wild Wednesday quest reward, last few have been disappointing, so fingers crossed we'll get something. But with getting Baron Corbin then as the manager card, I very much doubt I'm going to get anything, but stranger things have happened, so let's see what we can get. Oh, so all cataclysms. So it's not end up world. Also as well, Team Road to Glory. I forgot even to mention about this. We smashed it. We did the event and got AJ. So was very pleased with that. So we'll do the team breakdown. I was first with 870. Leo 7 was 663. West on 425. Michelle 405. Braun 390. Erica 375. Gunnar Galactico 330. Andres 286. Peeler Banana 236. And Andres at the bottom 220. Peely, who's my son, we're having difficulty with his tablet that we're using, so it wouldn't give any ads or anything. So that's why I put a bit more points on mine, just to balance it out, to have both of our contributions help the team. Was disappointed with both Andres's, because both promised that they'd at least contribute 350 and didn't do. So looking at getting 2 members in to replace those two shortly. Gunnar Galactico just missed out, but he explained to me he just had a few things on, so I fully understand that. Obviously, things happen out of the game, which fully respect. But when you're saying that, oh yeah, I'm going to hit all targets and everything like this, you want to do a team effort, then you don't want to be carrying people. You want people to contribute and help you get the points, because I'd imagine that once Season 6 does come round, these points will go up again, because really it's minimum of 420 per person now to get a SummerSlam 19 card. Could we see a big increase on that? Because with the bigger teams, how many will they increase the members by in the team? If they increase it by another 5 members, is it going to shoot up to like averaging 600 points per member? You just don't know. So it's gonna have to be still again balanced for people to be able to achieve the cards in the game. So before we wrap this video up, we've just checked in the store. So you've still got 30% off the top 3 male Cataclysm, female WrestleMania 35, and male WrestleMania 35 of the normal packs that are in. Same off Deluxe, Supply, Enhancement Crate, and Superstar. Also, you do have November birthdays, Sweet and Sour, and the Count Out. So they go up to like 10 packs, and you get the third 6 and the 9th pack free in those. Sweet and Sour, it's a Monster to SummerSlam 19 and an enhancement from Goliath to SummerSlam 19 on my tier. So we only have 370 credits left, so we will do 3 of these packs. So Andrade, Monster, we'll keep that. Next one, The Miz, and that's it for that one. So 80 credits left, so we'll bang that one. Drew McIntyre and that. So just use those up just to just add a little bit more content on it. On the ladder rewards, currently 5,278 games off my next ladder reward, which will come in on Season 6, which will be a female. So I've been working towards that. Fusion, I've set off SummerSlam at 19 Fusion, so that'll be ready in 5 days, 8 hours. And haven't set off a TBG yet because I think there's a flash event tomorrow, so I'm going to set it off along with that. And plus, when this team Road to Glory has fully wrapped up and gone, then I can remove the 2 members and get 2 new members into the team to start preparation for the new team battleground that we are going to do. Because one of them that I am going to let go as well didn't fully max, and the other one only just maxed, even though he was making out that he was a lot better in the game than what he is basically. So I like to treat people the same. Obviously, when people come into it, I let them have a general position, because I believe that everyone should be treated fairly. And obviously, if everyone sticks to the task at hand, does what needs to be done with the team, they keep the general position. If they don't, they get demoted, and they can prove themselves to the team again to work their way back up. And and do it that way, unless they fail to do the requirements needed by a bit. Then obviously I try and look for players that will help the team and help us move forward as a group to get as much rewards like the cards that we can. So any questions, please do ask. Thanks a lot for all the thumbs up. Thanks a lot for new subscribers and current subscribers. Thanks a lot for all the comments. Anyone who is new to the channel who hasn't subscribed, please do subscribe. Obviously, the next milestone now is 150. So if we can get to 150 or even 200, happy days, because we just want to keep growing it as much as we can now. And let me know what you guys get in your Wow Wednesday quest, or if you've had any pulls, anything like that, or if you've been opening any ticket packs or LP packs, let me know. So until next time, thanks a lot for watching again, and peace out.